For 1 year anniversary, here's my Age of Ultron Rewrite. Oh boy. Oh, it's gonna be multiple parts. Don't expect captions. That's what I was trying to say before. It's gonna be too much. It's gonna take me at least 2 hours to do all the matches. I don't have the time. Okay, leave me alone. So finally getting into the topic. So Age of Ultron, it's a movie. That's the best anyone can really give it. To be honest, its director is a little bit problematic, a little bit. The biggest complaint I give to Age of Ultron is that it tried to make itself bigger, where it's a movie sandwiched between the original Avengers and Infinity War. That's a difficult task. So instead, you should have fucking went smaller and focused on the dynamics between the team. Focused on the relationships. I'm talking about Bruce and Nat. Jesus Christ, I was a big. It also feels very ignorant to the other movies in the face. Well, as Avengers embraced those other movies. Iron Man 3, no mention of retirement. Winter Soldier, the freaking shield helicarrier at the end of the fucking movie. God. Thor 2, the freaking mother and brother dying, no mention. What? Going to the Galaxy. I got nothing actually. Oops. So here's my pitch for what I would do in Age of Ultron. Die Hard, but make it Avengers. Keep majority of that first scene with the Hydra base same, pretty much. No one change I would do. The Stark tech would be there during the Hydra base moment, but Tony Stark would be back at the ship controlling all of it. He would not be in the base. You can have the Vision somewhere else. Maybe Wanda infiltrates them through the tech or something. Or Wanda does it to Tony while Wanda and Petro are being captured. Because that's the second point. In order to do this, Wanda and Pietro have to be captured during the Hydra base. Also, we make it clear they didn't know they were volunteering for Hydra. They thought they were volunteering for SHIELD. Because, oh my god, did you just make Jewish characters volunteer for Hydra? Oh no. Also, may make their motivation a bit less Tony Stark kind of killed their parents. And more, we are the underdogs. We are trying to make a difference right now, but the Avengers are stopping us. Blah 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 blah. From there, I'd keep as much same as possible. Right now, on straight to the party scene where Ultron shows up. Like that scene with the Force Hammer, perfection. Best scene in the movie. I've seen so many people say that. And even though Josh Whedon is just a terrible human being, let's just get that out of the way, he knows how to do found family dynamics. And that was a perfect example. And I don't know why his film didn't focus more on that. Didn't focus more on his strength as a director. Just a terrible person. One more thing, actually. When Tony Stark and Bruce have a conversation about it, Bruce Banner says the line, "I thought Ultron was a pipe dream." We will change that to "I thought Ultron was a pipe dream made up by Hank Pym." Now, Ant-Man is my favourite movie, so I didn't want to deteriorate from that so much by bringing Hank and Janet into this one. But this does reference the comic origin of Ultron. And it helps Hank Pym's hatred of the Starks in the Ant-Man movie. Because Tony Stark literally took his idea and made it a weapon. And what is Yellow Jacket doing in the Ant-Man movie? Steal Hank Pym's tech and make it into a weapon. See, it makes sense. So it helps that. And here's a major change. Ultron doesn't kill Jarvis straight away. There would be thousands of firewalls preventing that. Why would Jarvis go out in like 5 seconds? What? No. This taking down Jarvis is gonna take nearly the entire movie from this part. And that's what causes the Die Hard situation, because Jarvis' first instinct is to shut everything down, including so Ultron has no way of getting out into the outside world and accessing the internet. As you can see, we're changing Ultron's plan a tiny bit from floating down straight to the ground to he can access the internet, and from there he would be able to access nuclear codes and then set nukes, and that's how he accomplishes human extinction. That is his plan. But to do that, he needs to get out the Stark Tower. And to do that, he needs to destroy Jarvis, which is taking longer than I expected. But the more he tortures Jarvis, the more power of the Stark tech he is gaining. Also, I would like a thing where Ultron shows up on every screen in Stark Tower. And he just has ominous messages, and you can include the church monologue he has, which is good and creepy, where make him serious, not jokey. And it's at this point that Ultron would hijack the camps in Pietro and Wanda's cells, so he would convince them or manipulate them into joining his side against the Avengers. That's when Ultron lets them out, and more scattered through the movie than it was in the original one, but Wanda would do the classic messing with the mind. Happens to freaking Cap with the Peggy Carter thing, happens to Black Widow. Thor, I don't make it for Wagner thing because that didn't make any sense actually. We will make that the Infinity Zone. It's more like we'll make that more situational kind of situation, but with Heimdall in there still. Personally, I would have Hulk go crazy in this film, like he did in Avengers 1. I think it's too similar for me. But what would the Avengers do with this movie? Let's run through who is in the Stark Tower at this point. We got the three villains: Ultron, Scarlet Witch, and Pietro. Now we have the Avengers: Thor, Cap, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Iron Man. I think it's Iron Man. I don't know. But we would also have three civilians, won't we? Well, kind of civilians. Helen Cho, Maria Hill, and Rhodey, as they were all at the Hammer scene. Now, who would Ultron want in this particular game of chess that he's playing? Well, I would hope Ultron wants to survive this nuclear situation so he can actually rule over, because allowing humans to make that mistake again would be foolish of him. Good thing Stark has the right supplies to make him a nuclear-proof suit. So who would he want in this situation? Well, Helen Jo has the recovery thing because we just can't bother. We're taking the thing from Hong Kong and putting it in there. I believe it's Hong Kong, I don't remember. And he would also want someone who knows particular codes. You know, Stark suit codes or nuclear codes. Codes like that, it's fun. It's a bit easier. So you'll take Rhodey yourself. Rhodey and Helen would be once kidnapped. Now for the main groups the Avengers would separate themselves in for a chunk in the movie. They would switch out back and forth frequently, but yeah. These are the main groups I would want for discussion. Of course, Hulk and Widow would be in a particular group for the situation. Let's just focus on not being a killer, because, oh buddy, the Northern kids just Josh Whedon think. No disrespect to anyone who can't have kids, I don't mean everybody that. But Josh Whedon had to focus on that part, rather than not being a killer, and it just drives me nuts. I'm gonna stop talking now. Other groups: Captain America, Iron Man, and Maria Hill. Now, this would be a bit different. Can we not have them fight every fucking 5 seconds? Please? My god. Yes, I expect some conflict at the very beginning, but afterwards, Cap goes, okay, you did it in the past. Now we need to focus on fixing it and focus on the present. Let's do this, because that's what Captain America would be in that situation. And Maria Hill is a good middle person for those two, having been with both of them in the movies. Oh god, how's fixation to use many videos in a while? Right, and that leaves two. And generally, I think this is the most underrated duo, especially for this movie. What? With this kind of consequences and stakes situations, Hawkeye would definitely reveal that he has a family to Thor. And imagine the thought that would go on in Thor's head about that. He just lost his mother and brother, and here's Hawkeye having his own family who are alive. Also, Hawkeye would be still being feeling worthless because he's next to a fucking god. So Thor can, Thor can show a bit of humility, and so that you deserve to be part of this team. You have the bravest heart of everyone I've ever thought of. Blah 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 blah. You know it. Why did Marvel not let these two interact? Another change to that. So feel, yeah, Hawkeye's wife is no longer his wife, but sister and niece and nephews. That's what would change in that family relation. It also would add more to the Thor and Loki situation, where Thor sees Hawkeye as a caring brother, as a person who actually cares about his sister. What? So I'm making Thor an exposition machine in this movie. Boo! He has a kind of arc and has a realization situation. Would actually help Thor Ragnarok in a bit with him and Loki. As for the specific tasks, Team Cap would begin to turn his suits and all that, so he can be actually prepared. That would happen like. So we don't have too much of Tony Stark without Iron Man 2. Look at you, Iron Man 3. Widow and Hulk would find Helen Cho and Rhodey. Clint and Thor will probably just take out robots or something to kind of ask at them. The Pietro death, which I have to keep because he's brought up in the One Division. I don't want to mess that up too badly. First off, Ultron doesn't shoot him from a random ship. That feels very random, really out of place, to be honest. Like, Ultron was pretty much defeated at that point, like, by the trail. I think instead, Ultron maybe has laser blasts in this version. We'll go with that. Tries to hit Hawkeye. Quicksilver throws himself in front of Hawkeye. Straight through the chest. Wanda's right there, screams out. Hawkeye goes to comfort her. That's how Hawkeye does him. But because of that, Hawkeye flies back and he's kind of injured a bit. But Ultron ends up severely hurt by that attack of Wanda and maybe changes to a less powerful suit to recover. So Jarvis in this version is about to die near the end, and that's when Tony Stark, because of his relationship with Jarvis that felt very pushed upon on that Age Ultron thing. Jarvis original death didn't have it anyway. I think it's the last chance Stark that's when Stark puts Jarvis into the thing, and that's when the Mind Stone kind of shows up. And that's how Vision is made. Vision joins the fight, and altogether, the Avengers take down Ultron. Except, because he's smart and calculating, he'll have no plan for this. Wanda is kind of grieving shook. I don't think she'll be part of this profound battle. I think, I think she'll be gone. So she'll be cradling Quicksilver's body. Oh, jeez, that's Stark. But I do think at this point, Ultron has gained control. Stark spots for his teammates. If you've seen Avengers Assemble, like the start of season 3, you kind of get what I'm talking about here. Like, you would get bots of each of the main Avengers. This is where you get your Hulkbuster versus Hulk fight that I haven't brought up yet. They could probably like smash each other down to the freaking garage. Because you have to remember, Stark Tower has like 89 floors, I believe. I googled it. It has like 189 floors. That is enough for a movie, for an entire Die Hard situation. That is enough. And a lot of great opportunities there. So I think the Hulk and Hulkbuster fight go all the way down to the garage and then hitting each other's cars. But yeah, there's a Hawkeye bot, there's a Black Widow bot, there's a Cap bot, Thor bot, all these Buster bots kind of situation. I think that could be cool. For final fight kind of situation. Also, Iron Man takes on literally Ultron. He doesn't have a Iron Man Buster bot. He just takes on the main guy. who is still powerful, but not as powerful as he could have been because of Wanda. Fun. And in the end, they all beat the Bustabots, and then they all do a very cool team up bot where every single damn person in the Avengers gets a shot in there. Like Black Widow could do a head scissors to Ultron, it's fine. And then they all remain, yeah, they all win and stuff. And then the West can be pretty much the end. Stark lifting up all the territories and shit through Friday, I believe. Yeah, so there's my rewrite for Age of Ultron. God, it's a long month of videos. So once again, thank you for the amazing year I've had.